PinE Dancers versus Fresh. I mean, again, we've been over it. All the scenarios here. We've been what's on the line. 4th place. Right now, Fresh is in very prime position to be that team here as far as moving forward. So, PinE at the very least needs to win, but they also need to win with at least a, what was it? It was 15-6 for the first game, I believe. So they would at least need to get a 9-kill gap lead or more. So, yeah, not going to be easy, but we'll see. We'll see how they do here. Anyways, the draft underway. I'm joined by Shortgun once again. We got interesting pickup there, and that may be an idea of what PinE, especially understanding that they need to be aggressive here. So, going to try to make that happen with a deadlift as their second pick. They got Moraxis first. Lodestone so far picked up by Mint. And there's Arachna now. So, going the carrier that we've seen a lot now lately. Warbeast, Cellforce, Behemoth, and Midas were the bans. So PinE.
PinE. What are you going to do to win this game in a fashion that'll get you a better KD?
Yeah, they're going to right-clicking like a Riptide there. It could be a...
Yeah, I really found it interesting that they banned the Riptide last game anyways. It was kind of like, why would you do that? They first pick Cellforce and then they pick a Lodestone into that. It just does not make any sense whatsoever. Like, Riptide, sure, different guy played it a bit, but then again, Zephyronte also played it a lot. So, yeah. And you really don't want to pick a Riptide into an Arachna anyways. Yeah. They're just going to send different guy middle with Riptide and, or a different guy middle with Arachna, and then it's just going to be a win for Arachna, I think. Although, to be fair, Riptide doesn't even do half bad.
All right. Well, they're not going to go Riptide, at least as PinE this game. They go Pebbles here for now. So, again, kind of continue that trend. Something like a Nymphora, actually. I wouldn't be surprised to see here. That's a support we have not seen in a while.
But what I don't like about PinE right now is that they've completely betrayed their lanes already with this draft. It's for sure Deadlift Woods now.
Yeah.
There's no way around it because you're going to need a carry, and of course they can try lane, but it's very much not possible. And the Wild Soul. Okay. I like this.
Yeah.
But then again, we talked about that whole, perfect timing for Wild Soul, and that's 25-30 minute mark, and if Busk misses it, then, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I wonder if ProBusk is going to be planning to play here for the Wild Soul, as we have seen before. Or if he's going to be the jungler instead, but... Yeah, Wild Soul kind of, again, maybe we are overthinking all this to an extent, but it's strategy and it's legitimate, again, with how the rules are set up, so we understand what they are. But, yeah, Mint, so we're talking about how PinE should get this really aggressive line. I mentioned them draft a lineup that's hard to kill, difficult to kill, not the easiest to gank, and they really have that kind of with 3 heroes. Lodestone, Arachna, and Wild Soul all are somewhat more difficult to kill as far as abilities that they have. So, again, I wonder if that's something that they're keeping in mind too, right here. But bans just about finished now as Magnus, Salamon, Prisoner, Magebane, and Gauntlet.
The Gauntlet ban is interesting to me when they have Lodestone, Wild Soul, and Arachna. But whatever the case, man, what is PinE going to do? What is PinE going to do?
Their Silhouette to finish. Well, they're right-clicking a Parasite. I mean, that would be a little odd, seeing that they already have Deadlift. As you mentioned, it's pretty obviously going to be a jungle Deadlift, so let's be planning a double jungle strat of some sort.
I have seen PinE pick a lot of Prophet recently. And I do like the addition of it, and it does a lot of damage. You also saw it. Oh, yeah, Madman's going to get picked. Just you wait. It's their next pick, for sure. No doubt about it.
That's a carry that can definitely get more involved earlier on. So that wouldn't surprise me.
But also just because the deadlift madman combo. And then they have great initiation in Pebbles and more access. So they have like a well-rounded team. But not the best is right-clicking Dr. Repulsor.
Yeah, I mean, that's a carry that, again, very active, so makes sense for that purpose.
A little bit nerfed, though, being as all the items for him have been thrown out of the wall, pretty much.
A couple of the bigger ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Engineer coming out. All right, so...
That's an interesting pick. Like, what is it? Are they going to pick Flux?
That would make sense, yeah. They can then send that middle.
Yeah, that would be a nice pick. Then they have Lodestone, Suicide, Arachno, Solo top, and Flux Engineer middle. Very nice hero to remain defensive as well, and I think it beats Pebble's Prophet. And they are going to go for the Doctor instead. All right. I just don't like the hero that much anymore. I know that Balthazar plays it really well, but it's because he used to play it every single game back in Season 3. When they were getting second in every cycle.
Yeah.
As Willer Keeper, yeah. That was some crazy times. And we had some guys called Nullstone Gaming with Beaver Banger.
Times are different, yeah.
Those were the days.
God, isn't that... It is something to kind of think about. And I'm sure a bit of this had to do with the format, too, to be fair, but... Oh, wow. Cthulhu font. The final pick. That's interesting.
They needed a jungler, I guess, but why not just go for Parasite? I guess there's the argument that Deadlift kind of destroys Parasite, but...
Yeah. All right, well, yeah, they go Cthulhu font, so like him here. So does that mean... Where's Engie going to end up? Who's
I
mid?
think...
Who's jungle? What's going on? Probusk is
okay,
on
so
okay.
Probusk is playing the short lane Wild Soul. They're going to have dual mid of... No. I'm honestly just confused. I think it's a Wild Soul Suicide in the end, and they have Arachno Solo top and Lodestone NG. That doesn't make any sense either. What is going on? No, it does make sense. What am I saying? Lodestone NG mid? Could that be could that be a valid lane?
Well, they're sending Arachno mid so far.
Okay, they're just manning up with Lodestone NG.
Okay.
That's it. And then Cthulhu Font Aggressive Woods, but that means that Cthulhu Font, having not gone the boots route, is making it kind of difficult for him. But then again, he's Cthulhu Font. Nothing really brings him down easily.
Yeah.
The bear going into Scout.
You know, I know we've talked about this a little bit, but Cthulhu Font, man, to pick up a Cthulhu Font when there's no Parasite or Ophelia on the other side, it just feels wasted. Like, what purpose was there getting Cthulhu Font? I guess other than he just happens to be pretty tanky and, you know, difficult to kill. I guess if that's the logic, then in this specific scenario, that kind of works, but...
Well, they have a Lodestone, so even then, and a Wild Soul for that matter, so I don't think it makes any sense. I think that hero is garbage.
I mean, no, again, I'm with you, really. Like, again, the only reason to pick him up, it feels like, is maybe a Parasite or an Ophelia. But other than that, there's just... It's like he doesn't bring anything very unique or very powerful that other heroes don't have better. So, yeah, that was a really odd final pick through the fun. But, again, they made it happen here, so he does have a stun.
I'm still slightly frustrated about how this game could end if PinE gets a lead. It's just in the back of my mind. I don't know.
It really made that game one that much more important, really.
And they're putting Arachno versus Doctor. Okay, so see now at this point, I don't think PinE is even going to win this because Doctor's going to get 0 farm.
Yeah, in the middle lane matchup.
Like Arachno outranges and outdamages Doctor if he just remains at a distance.
Oh man, bottom lane actually. Wow, he did not get stomped first, so he actually almost fell right there.
doing the same thing as Boxy, but you know, maybe they can come back and win the game.
Yeah.
But see what Arachna is doing right now. He's boxing out the Doctor Repulsor. Or is he? Doctor does have decent base damage in the end. And I guess with Deadlift's help, if Arachna does not skill his Hardened Carapace, like if Deadlift was level 2 right now, I think that could be a legit kill on Arachna. Because even at level 1, the Death Grip holds him for 2.5 seconds. In the other side of the woods, Cthulhu Fun is moving over to try and gank the Doctor Repulsor.
Yeah. He's trying to soften up his Arachna. Here we go.
It's going to be successful.
Can he? No, he cannot. It's not successful because he can't hit because it's Cthulhu Fun. It's a hard stun to hit. And Doctor is going to die first.
Oh my god.
Wow.
If he had a little more distance from the Arachna, he might have gotten away with that.
Wow. That was... But again, that's Cthulhu Fun, man. It's like you're picking up a hero that has a very difficult line stun to hit. Oh, jeez. Well, top lane, Death Grip, but look at that. They go back to the tower. They know what's up. And they're fine. Yeah, the Ward of Sight spots all that information needed.
And at the bottom lane, Doctor is now rotating here. But now there's the issue that, is Engineer going to rotate? Or is it going to be a Lodestone versus Doctor?
Well, Lodestone for now, you know, obviously doing what he can. Engineer is going to the top lane, actually, it looks like. Where he is up
See how
there
Cyrox is playing the Doctor, by the way, instead of Not the Best. Not the Best is actually playing the Meraxis, and then it's now, I think, Max playing the support.
Yeah.
And then Zephyrantha is still playing like the mid-initiator type hero. Like, I think Zephyrantha is the person with the most stable role. And I think that's very important in mid anyways, because mid is all down to knowing how to play the lanes and stuff, the matchups.
Meraxis and Bizarune.
Okay, so Denver Pro is level 3. They're not going to be able to kill him. If they find Bunny Lover, that could be a really easy kill. But they're going to try to go for the Wild Soul instead, but Deadlift might be in some trouble, actually.
Oh, Meraxis, again, him being here especially. In fact, Cthulhu travels away. They catch Prophet actually after the side. Wild Soul, though, is going to end up going down, but now Prophet, he is getting low. And Cthulhu, I hope, should be able to chase him down. Yes, he is going to be able to. Engineer, though, also in trouble. Arachna, in the meanwhile, coming in the flank as Pebbles having to deal with that. He chucks him in there to support. Now Arachna might be in a bad spot. She does have Hardened Carapace level 1. Is going to use it right there, and now Deadlift actually is in some trouble right there. Oh, the miss. That's unfortunate. It's not going to matter, though. Deadlift is going to fall when it's all said and done. So, bit of action here in the Hellborn jungle. It's up in a three hero kill game now, but slightly for the Hellborn team, especially with Arachna's start here. 400 gold per minute. Looking out for him. So, it's a big start. Wild Soul now transitions back to the top lane.
Bottom lane, by the way, Dr. Repulsor is actually pretty close to dying. He's been spamming his magnetic contraption apparently, and it is level 3. So he missed. Okay, never mind. But Lodestone is going to go for it.
There you go. I was going to say the rocket show's coming up in 1 second, and he got it, and he knew the math.
He did the math. Yeah, I don't know. That was just sloppy from Cyrox. He should have been patient.
So, big kill for Fresh right there. And
if it sounds as if I'm flaming a bit too much, it's because I have I just know all the players, so it's like, yeah, it hits a bit harder when I see people that I know make weird, maybe emotionally affected plays. But as of right now, I think Cthulhu's been doing a pretty good job of roaming and creating space for the rest of his team. Prophet now is going to get destroyed.
Nice line stun right there for Cthulhu, actually. Again, if you can land it, it's a pretty powerful one. Make it a 1-for-1 exchange. NG also going down, but now Pebbles hero block. Oh, he just can't get in front. Line stun in 1 second, though. Do not miss this. There we go. He will. Even he charged the boo-boo as well. Gets the
that
kill.
Happens?
Yeah. I guess so. I didn't even think about that. Some added damage. I mean,
Probos goes in even level 5 on the Wild Soul, so his bear did not even have the bash, the
stomp thing, yeah.
Stomp thing. Swipe,
That.
yes. That thing.
Yeah.
Although it's not really a swipe. Mid lane, deadlift is dead.
Ironic. Yep. Arachna using that spider sting. Not sure what Deadlift was thinking, honestly. I mean, he's there by himself against clearly an ultimate ready Arachna. So
Look at this, by the way. Denver Pro is just taunting the Miraxis, and he's circled around him.
I saw that. That was a little curious.
And Sasuke getting another solo kill on Dr. Repulsor, who is level 6, by the way. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, this game has been going on for 6 minutes 30, and there's already been 12 hero kills.
You know, whether or not like Fresh is just blindly playing, like they're just kind of playing it, you know, to have fun and also win this series. They don't even really understand the rules, whatever. Or maybe they do, but they just figure, you know, we're still gonna play because we're competitors. They're playing, and that's honestly great to see. Moraxis is gonna get a stomp off. Actually, gonna go for a turn right here. Dr. Pulsar flying in. Nice keg though from Engineer, helping us save the day initially. Cthulhuphant is gonna end up falling in the end, as Arachna also still in trouble. She will go down. Deadlift doing some work right there. Lodestone, though, off to the side. He's ready for a rocket drill. Does not have Shatterstorm, though. There's the rocket drill, a keg. Deadlift, however, too much damage.
And another death grip.
Death grip, it does hit, and that should secure a kill.
But Lodestone is going to be chasing Deadlift. He seems to be fine. Shatterstorm, still not up. Oh, is this... No, Zephyranth is not going to be able to reach that. And look, Wild Soul is here now. So they did get a bit of a recovery, but they're still a bit behind.
Yeah. Wild Soul, man, I mean, he was like at 160 GPM the last time I checked, and now he's at 350 here. So, power of Wild Soul, especially when you get that swipe, it just really enhances.
Does he have Ghost Marches on his bear soon? Because once he gets those, he's just able to fight all the time. Just micro the bear in the front and make him swipe at everything. He just farms stacks so quickly without any farming ability.
Yep.
Swiping everything down.
I mean, what do you mean by without a farming ability? He has it in swipe.
I mean
item?
Farming item.
Okay,
item,
that makes more sense, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Pretty strong, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, swipe, such a bad farming ability.
Yeah. But yeah, well, doesn't need that
bottom
item.
lane, Lodestone going for the kill on Doctor, and it's going to be successful.
Gonna get a free kill.
That's Half-Life Doctor that he hit smashes down.
The Engineer middle, he's going to be collapsed on, so as expected, we're getting plenty of action, but again, I was going back to my point real quickly, as maybe not expected to an extent, we're seeing a lot of it from Fresh, and they actually have the hero kill lead 10-8, and they're going to keep going here. Pebbles, he's going to be jumped in the middle lane through the fun to start it off. Port in from Arachna, she has that spider sting, she's not going to use it though. She's still chasing, and actually she goes too far. She does pop the Hardened Carapace. Spider Sting is out on a profit, and now she's going to run. So they're going to kill the Spider Sting there. And everybody stays alive in the end.
Well, I mean, they're just going to play it. They're just going to play it out. They're just... Okay, Lodestone. So this is a different Lodestone than we saw last game, for sure. Holy crap.
Sasuke is doing a lot of work here.
But I think Fresh just decided we're just gonna play it out, and if worse comes to worse, we can CC early. But I mean, they just want to win.
Yeah, and
there's nothing better than winning like in an honorable or like normal fashion. They want to show that they're good.
And, you know, they're not the ones that invented the rules. Like, obviously, they're just following the rules. And honestly, it would have been understandable if they wanted to do some kind of really cheesy, just kind of sit back in the lanes, play very, very passive, and concede at 15. Like, if we saw that, yeah, sure, it would have sucked, but it also, you know, that's the rules. Like, they're playing to the rules. So, but that, exactly to your point, too. It's great to see that they're competing. They know that, you know, people are watching, and that would be considered, you know, cheesy or whatever. And they want to show that, yeah, they can win this 2-0 on merit there and deserve that fourth place spot, absolute. So whether the rules need to be changed or not. So it is good to see, and again, they're definitely deserving this. So sure, you could say that they're the ones that didn't have much to lose now in this game too. Like you said, they could have then switched to pass if they really needed to, but you know, who knows? And we see
bottom
here
lane.
they have a good lead going out as bottom. Ports are coming in.
What?
Oh, wow.
What is Doctor doing?
That juke right there. And actually now Prophet, he's in a lot of trouble. The stomp also hits Moraxis, or I should say the stun from Cthulhu upon Arachna. dealing with that Doctor now, not using the Hardened Carapace just yet.
But here comes Pebbles.
Pebbles is running in. He gets the Hardened Carapace off just before. It's still not enough, though. Physical too much. Dr. Pulsar barely lives with that Invis right there. Gonna survive for the time being. Cthulhu tramples away. And he, too, will be good as the Lodestone, though.
He's tossing back the Lodestone.
Does he have a Shadow Storm? No. He's like, well, what are you doing?
2 seconds until magnetic
nice.
hold.
There's the rocket drill
Opposite
first, though. Dr. Pulsar, he's going to have to fall in back. So they'll escape. Meanwhile, while that's going on, by the way, you see the top tower. It's, well, no longer see it. They get it down there, so.
It's gone. That's the power of Wild Soul.
Yep.
Like, Busk doesn't care about his team. He's just like, I'm going to push. What do you want?
Keeping the farm thing going and doing it well. So bottom lane, this could be
setup.
big right here. He hits both with a stun. He didn't have Shatter Storm, though, so not as epic as it could have been. But they get the kill. Oh!
Is he going to be able to port? Yes, he is.
Missed the deny. On top of that, but yeah, Doctor does port out. 4 getting caught there. Waltz must have something that he purchased. What did he purchase? Maybe not.
Probably just a Firebrand or something.
Yeah, no, he definitely has something coming. Okay.
Maybe for his bear.
Yeah.
You know, gotta get some gear for your bear.
It's important.
Gotta get that gear score up.
Yeah. Do those raids.
Yeah, man.
Kill those raid bosses.
Well, I mean, I think Wild Soul in itself is a raid boss.
He's one of those heroes, yeah. He can be very difficult.
He is going to be going for the Firebrand. I think he's got the quick blade. And right now, they're pushing all their outer towers before 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's kind of funny knowing that Fresh they're doing this, and then once 15 hits, they can just concede. And then they would still, you know, obviously again, they still get 4th place. Like KD,
Morax is going to stop one port, at least.
Yeah, stops Cthulhu Fawn. The rest are going to get away, though. So Cthulhu Fawn, I don't think he's going to die necessarily, but just to deal with
I mean, he's taking quite a bit of damage.
Oh,
and
that
he
doesn't help.
Screwed up his charge. Whether it's going to be enough, here comes Doctor.
Yeah, he does have support coming in an NG, but nope, not going to get there in time. He does eventually fall, so the stop ends up getting 1 kill on their part, but you see a Wild Soul now middle.
Shadow Storm. Oh, but he finds Deadlift and misses.
More so running, I think.
Yeah.
Perhaps more coming.
PK now on Moraxis, actually, so not a bad timing at all for that.
That's a Moraxis, you said? Yeah, okay.
Well, he's not putting it in his inventory.
It's a secret.
Okay, there you are.
Wanted to use that Veiled Rod, too.
He has no way of regenerating mana, though. No mana battery or chalice, so it's going to be difficult for him to do much after his initial initiation.
Wow. He's really going deep right here. They're going to go for Arachna. Arachna is barely going to die. Took a long time, but he does go down. They got away from the Shadow Storm, too, it looked like, but now here comes the counterplay from the Hellborn side. Somehow nobody's dead yet. Moraxis is going to die. Will it be to Kongor? Oh, so close. Good attempt, but no cigar there. Lodestone coming back in. Chasing, I should say.
Don't go, Pebbles. Don't do it, Pebbles. Just
Pebbles is like, he wants to chuck in deadlift. That would be silly,
he's like,
though.
Damn you, Kong.
Yeah.
And they're just going to go for Kong.
Yeah, why not?
I think Fresh is going to fix that problem of Kongor not killing Moraxis.
They're going to teach him a lesson. So, Kongor drop in here. You see the Legion side. He got Pebbles and Prophet are nearby. Looking to make a jump right here, possibly, and defend Kongor. I mean, it's not going down the quickest. It's still early on. It's really just Wild Soul. And now here comes Arachna.
He is going for a Shroud for this item. The initiation on
NG. They got him killed off the bat. Doctor flies in the background, dealing with Wild Soul, actually. Is going to be enough for the kill. He is dropping right here, and it looks like it. Yeah, Wild Soul going to go down, actually. Kind of trapped in place. Moraxis, though, he ends up falling. And now the chase on to Pebbles. Spider Sting will secure that.
That was a res on the Pebbles, by the way.
Was it? Okay. So Deadlift trying to keep him up. Nice res, he says. ends up going down. They kill the rest of the gravestone, so they lost Wild Soul, but they clean up around him. As Doctor is still alive. But it's just, it's funny. I mean, again, both teams, especially PinE, knows that they just need kills. So that's like just made the pace of this game it's expected. Like, it's just, we have 31
Pebbles
hero
back.
kills in 16 minutes. Pebbles buys back and jumps in, trying to make a play, but gonna come short. Lodestone, what an escape!
Away.
Yeah, beautiful escape from Lodestone. Man, just to get out of there.
That's what happens with the ulti, after all.
Yep.
You don't take damage, PK doesn't go on cooldown, and it is easy. But actually, they've gotten a bit back from that. They were 8k gold behind, and, well, I'm just looking at the stats right now, and there's 3 buybacks used from the Legion team.
Yep.
But regardless of what happens in this game, PinE is at least not in relegation.
Yeah, obviously that's a good that's a good way to look at it. But yeah, being so close to top 4, it's got to be frustrating. But you know, what's done is done. I will say for Fresh, again, they had a slow start here to the cycle. Wasn't sure about them, but they've obviously bounced back very well. They went 0-2 to Evil Corporation, then 0-2 to Sync. So yes, they faced 2 very difficult opponents off the bat.
On the 2 over here.
But they're now on the verge of officially being top 4. So yeah, they're chasing back Deadlift here. Lodestone still has a little bit for a stun. They're really going for this. They need to be careful about it because Moraxis, Doctor, Pebbles all back here. So they're going to kill Deadlift. Now they're going to run into them here. So here we go again. Moraxis jumping on a Wild Soul. They're going to try to quickly kill him, but he's in ulti form. And there's the energy field. Dr. Repulsor, he's already so low. He's going to barely survive. Meanwhile, in the background, Pebbles goes down. And now Prophet on the run. They do kill Doctor.
They did take this fight without shared freight from Prophet, so I mean, that's just bound to happen.
All right, well, the Legion team calls GG and they concede there, so it is official. So the tiebreaker ultimately doesn't play a role here in the sense of the 2-0 result as Mint comes through. So that means Mint is once again going to the playoffs here. As give me just a second here as I'll set up the brackets to give you the best idea of what we're looking at. But yeah, so a lot of speculation on what could have been, especially going into this weekend, and eventually it comes down to our final match. And yeah, it also gave us an idea, you know, maybe the rules like that need tiebreaker perhaps need to be looked at. But in the end, like I said, it didn't necessarily affect here as Fresh. It was good to see. They played it out, and they played very well and deserved the victory. So
they deserve the victory, exactly. And that's what's important in the end.
Yep, no drama.
The most deserving team gets to win.
There you go.
Etc., etc., etc.
What a group stages. Again, maybe it's just because we had a long break or something, but really, it felt like this was a lot of kills, a lot of action.
There's a lot more money on the line, seeing as it was after the long break.
That's true.
Plinko applies a lot more then. Plinko cash.
Yeah, that's true. Here's the brackets, showing them on screen. Again, it's official. Evil Corporation versus Sync will be in the winner bracket final. And then you have Complexity versus Fresh in the loser's bracket match there. Going to be going at it. That'll take place next weekend. Of course, those are best of 3s. That's the way we get into that moment there. So, but yeah, Shorecon.
Yes.
I think we can start wrapping up here officially, as going to be coming to a conclusion here. So, any final thoughts from you? Anything else you want to add?
Well, Mint just they played their draft correctly, and PinE, I just think even in the second game, they had an inferior draft. I really just think that they were trying something with the Dr. Repulsor because maybe, I don't know, like I just don't think Doctor is a very good hero anymore. He did some work, but at the same time he lost to a Lodestone 1v1, so yeah. I'm just under the impression that PinE needs to work a bit on their drafting, if anything. They had some brilliant drafts, but also some not so okay drafts. And it's not specifically the lineup that they choose. It's the lineup that they choose versus the team that they're against. You know?
Yeah. You got to react to the opposition. Yeah. So
Because you can't ever expect the Doctor Repulsor to beat an Arachna in the middle. That's just not going to happen. So they did the rotation, but then with that rotation, Lodestone already has an advantage because he's been there longer.
Well, we got our results. So PinE coming up short, but again, they're going to have they're not going to have to worry about their cycle lives here going forward as they in that 5th, 6th place spot as we mentioned. But there is only one more cycle left, so that'll be, that's what's interesting noting. Obviously, we are getting near the end here of these cycles here. Now, this being a cycle number 7 of what is 8 total. So, but we got a bracket stage now to look forward to. That's always a good thing there, and that'll be taking place next week in the top 4. As we mentioned, I mean, again, there's some good money on the line, a $35,000 prize pool in total. Just about at least on the line here for Diamond. The biggest it's been since last season, mid-last season, I want to say. So, again, a good amount of money on the line, and maybe, as you pointed out, that perhaps that's why a little bit of a step up there in kills and just action and teams wanting to win and everything. But speaking of those relegation matches, let me double-check here real quickly. What are we looking at? Okay, it looks like we do have final results for that, too. Sons of Zeus and Reason Gaming are going to be the 2 teams from Gold. So Reason Gaming, which I'm looking at it now, so you have Time to Die, Just V, Labyrinth, Catlamine.
Catlamine was just ringing for them.
Okay, well, a couple players there that you would recognize, so.
Isn't Time to Die in there as well?
Time to Die, yeah. He was the captain, actually, so. Yep, and then who's the Sons of Zeus team? Let's see.
D. Dexter, Gagi, 333, Certus.
Pexu.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Pexu
where he
as well. Yeah, because Pexu had to go to the military, but then he was incapable for the military because there was something wrong with his leg. So, yeah.
Well,
he's back.
All right, we learned something about Pexu today.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, I know these teams because I played against them in Gold for a bit, just this cycle, just for a bit of fun. And
cool.
Yeah, it was not successful from my part. We ended up losing to Sons of Zeus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did see that, actually. Well.
Yeah, it's okay.
Valiant effort. More time to cast. That's a good way to look at it.
It was just like a ragtag bunch of people like thrown together to try and win.
Yeah. How about this You What Made team? Oh, they almost made it.
It's an American team, but I think they got through because a lot of teams forfeited, to be completely honest. But nothing to flame them or anything, but I think they would have been knocked out earlier had they been in the top bracket, so to speak, because there were stronger teams there.
All right. Well, they did come up just short, so. All right. So, yeah, they're going to be playing between Bad Monkey Gaming and Polymorph. So, again, that's something. Bad Monkey Gaming, one of these relegation teams from
I don't think BMG is even at risk of losing, to be completely honest.
Probably not. I mean, yeah, that's probably not. But like I said, it's like, why even, like, it's still, there's a chance. Like, could he have an off day for whatever reason? You know, there's a chance. Like, but yes, you're right. They're going to be a heavy favorite. There's no doubt in that. Going into that matchup there, so they will be the 7th place team, so they'll play the whoever loses in those grand finals there, so of the gold division, that is. All right, though, we are going to be wrapping up here though for today. So cycle number 7, group stages officially in the books, guys.